Okay, I want to show you real quick how to use your new Gamma Classroom Presentation Assistant. We are going to simply copy the prompt and we're going to take that over to your new GPT and paste that in. And at that point, you can fill out the information that is listed, whatever you want your topic to be, whatever you want your grade to be, and whatever you would like for your tone to be. And for topic, I put um, decimals, and I put for the fourth grade. And then for the tone, I simply put friendly and fun. And then at that point, you would just hit the little arrow and submit it. And of course, you can put any topics you want in there. Um, don't have to copy and paste. You can just create whatever you want and tell it to do it. It will tell you what your outline is. And then after it shows you your outline, if you don't want to rerun it and everything is correct, then you simply copy right up under where it says copy to Gamma. You copy all of that. And then you would take it over to the Gamma app. And if you don't already have it, you will have to subscribe to it. And you simply hit create new and you hit paste in text. You will make sure presentation is highlighted and just paste in the text. And then you will hit generate from notes and submit that. It comes up with the outline. You can then go down this panel and answer all these questions. You would hit preserve if you wanted to stay exactly the same, but I hit minimal because I am doing a presentation. I'll probably be talking. So I hit minimal. It tells you who you're writing for, fourth grade students. Your tone, if you want to change it, you can change it in there. Your output language, and then your visuals, which is how your theme, how your page would look. And I'll show you a few of them just to kind of give you an idea. These are custom ones, but you can hit standard if you probably won't have custom, but if you do, they will be the ones you did yourself. And then here you can pick different themes. It'll show you what they look like, and you just choose the one that you like the best. So we're going to go with this one right here, and then all you do is hit select theme, and then you can continue down and you can pick your image source. I usually use AI, and once again, if you're using the free version, some of these will be limited. You probably can only use certain ones, but you can do this in the free version. I actually picked illustrations for this one. And then you can pick how many cars, but once again, the free version, you will be limited. And then you just hit generate. And quickly, it will begin to generate your slideshow. And this is not sped up, so this is the actual time that it's taking to create the slideshow. Of course, once you get more involved, you can change things out. You can change the words. You do want to make sure you put yourself into these things, so make sure Maybe you do change a few things the way you would say them. Make sure they have your personality. Make sure your creative tone is there. If it's something there that you don't like, change it, and you can change the theme. All that is possible. At this point, I'm just kind of going through overview. But once you okay that and get that the way you want it, then you would share it or where you would hit export and you would export it as a PDF. And to show you a little further, we're going to take that PDF. Oh, and by the way, it's not that quick, but I sped it up a little bit. But um, we're going to take that and we're going to go over to Notebook LM. And I'll show you what else you can do with that. So once you're in there, you're going to hit New Notebook. We're going to upload our PDF. And once you upload that PDF, it'll give you a nice little overview written that you could use. But you can also, what we're going to do is we're going to create a video overview. And we're going to create a audio overview. And the audio overview plays kind of like a podcast. So I am once again using Video Magic, and we're going straight to the audio.
Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Our mission today, well, it's pretty swift and specific. We are tackling the fundamentals of decimals.
That's right. We've got some great source material lined up, really analogy-rich stuff designed to make this sometimes abstract concept crystal clear for you, the learner.
And we aren't easing into it. No, we're kicking right off with the core problem, the reason decimals even exist. Imagine you're standing there with a perfect whole pizza, okay? 1 unit. Now you've got 10 hungry people looking at you, and you need to divide that single pizza equally.
Right, and that exact moment, that act of dividing a whole into equal parts, that's precisely where decimals shine. They're essentially the language we use, the system, for showing parts of a whole, especially when we're dealing with our base 10 system, dividing by 10 or 100 or 1,000.
And what's really interesting here is that decimals are, well, they're basically a shortcut, aren't they? They let us represent fractions, but without all the visual clutter. If you had one slice of that pizza, you could write 1/10.
Sure.
But writing fractions of that over and over again, it gets a bit clumsy.
Precisely. And the sources we looked at really emphasize that efficiency. Decimals strip away the need for the fraction bar, the denominator. It all relies on position. Oh, our listeners got something to share. Let's hear it.
Are decimals better than fractions?
That is a fantastic question.
Yeah, that really gets to the core of why we use them.
And better is a strong word, but let's say they are often more efficient, especially for specific tasks.
Our sources highlighted that decimals are another way to write fractions.
They're two different languages for the same idea.
Right. Decimals are incredibly useful when you need to calculate things.
Think about money or measuring with rulers.
Now let's see some of the video overview.
Have you ever noticed that little dot in prices, like $9.99, or on a gas pump sign? That's a decimal point, and believe it or not, it's a powerful little tool. Well, today, we're going to crack the code and show you just how simple decimals really are. Okay, let's start with a situation we've all been in. You've got 1 perfect pizza and 10 hungry friends. How are you going to split that thing fairly? I mean, you can't give everyone a whole pizza. You have to start talking about pieces of a whole, right? And that's where decimals come to the rescue. They are literally the language we use to talk about the parts, the slices, the fractions of a whole number. They're the key to solving our pizza problem. So let's officially meet the hero of this story, the decimal point. Yeah, it's just a tiny little dot, but it holds all the power when it comes to separating whole things from parts of things.
Wouldn't it be great to use these tools to give you more time and to add more value to your classroom and to your kids? If you need more help or you have questions about the GPT, you can just head over to my classroom, the Quiet Spark, and that's on the school platform, SKOOL platform, and it's called the Quiet Spark. And just come over, and right here in my panel for topics, you will see one that says questions. You can hit that, hit write something, and simply title your question. If you have it on the GPT, it can be question for the GPT, and write out your question that way, and then hit post, and then that way I will be able to see it and answer you. Or if you want something more private you want to ask me, feel free to just send me a message. And also, the way you can get the GPT free is right here under resources. You would click that, and there you have the GPT. So you just click on that. You can play the little message.
Hey everyone. The Quiet Spark Gamma Classroom Deck Assistant was designed for teachers to make beautiful, ready-to-go lesson decks, but it's just as great for homeschoolers, Sunday school.
And then right under the comment is the link, and you would just click that link, and it will take you right over to the GPT, and you can start to use it. So, wouldn't it be great to have that assistant help you out in your classroom? You guys have a blessed and beautiful day. Thank you.